calling Grammy. And this is going to be VEDA day something or other. I don't know which day it's going to be yet because I've been just trying to think of ideas. This whole poor Grammy brain is struggling because new channels that do this every day, kudos to you. All right, so I thought it might be fun for y'all to come along for the ride as we do our history. We are using Beautiful Feet history, and we're doing early American history. And I will kind of like show you, I don't know if I'll show you like first or at the end when we're done, but you can kind of come along as we're going to do a history lesson this morning, just to show you like it really is beautiful. It's a Christian-based curriculum, and we really, really are enjoying it. So if you are interested, stick around because we're going to get started. So we're going to read first off from Squanto, Friend of the Pilgrims, right? And the chapter is London. So I'm not going to read y'all the whole chapter. I'll read it for a little while so you can get the gist, but I'm not going to read you a story today. Only Hope gets the story read to her, right? But I'll read you a little bit just to give you an idea what the book's like. Okay, London. Squanto wanted to go back to his village before the ship sailed. He wanted to tell his people that he was going to the land of the white men, but the ship was a long way from the village. There was no time for him to go home. Talk to the Indians on this shore, said Charles Robbins. Tell them you are going to England. They will talk about it, and the word will get to your people. What are you doing? Squanto nodded. It was a good plan. That day, he talked to the Indians on the shore. He told them he was going to the land of the white men and would come back soon. The next day, the ship sailed. At first, Squanto was happy, but as the days went by, he grew tired of the ocean. He grew tired of eating saltfish and biscuits and beans. He wanted to see land again. Charles Robbins told him stories to help pass the time. He told him of kings and queens. He told him of the big city of London. The stories were hard for Squanto to understand. There were so many words in them that he did not know. Sometimes he was cross because he could not understand, and sometimes he was sad because there was so much he did not know. And see, there's like little pictures or whatever. So I'm going to stop here and keep reading to her, and then I'll show you the other book that's being introduced in this lesson. So we finished reading our Squanto book, and we were supposed to read pages 20 through 39. You can show them. So we finished reading, right? So what did Squanto think horses were when he first got to London?
Deer.
Yep, he thought they were deer. And was he afraid?
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Okay, so this is the next book that we are starting today, apparently, and it is The Pilgrims of Plymouth by Marshall Sewall, and we're supposed to read pages 4 through 12. So I'm just going to show you, because I was kind of flipping through before. It's a really pretty book, actually. Lots of nice pictures. So, very nice book. And all of the books that have come with this curriculum are really nice. So, we are going to start reading this book.
Yay!
And I'll read like maybe the first page. And then the same as before.
Granny.
We're going to stop. What? And then I'll kind of like give you more of an overview of what the inside of the teacher's manual looks like and whatever. Are you ready? Got your listening ears on? That's right, twist them. Okay. The Pilgrims. Hey, Governor Bradford calls us pilgrims. We are English, and England was our home. We left behind us much that we loved when we came to America, but our lives were ruled by King James, and for many years it seemed as though our very hearts were imprisoned in England. We believe it is the Bible only that can instruct us in the ways of the Lord. We have to worship freely. September 1620, our lives changed. We were 70 men folk and women folk, 32 good children, and a handful of cocks and hens and 2 dogs gathered together on a dock in Plymouth, England, ready to set sail for America in the small ship called the Mayflower. It is true that among us were and are people who are not pilgrims, and we call them strangers. Though the name displeases them some, they came to America, not to form a godly community, but to gain wealth. Our trip was costly, but English merchants loaned us money, hoping to prosper in time by our successful... Okay, you all, so that was just like a really quick overview of Beautiful Feet history curriculum. Like I said, we really, really like it. So, No, I'm not sponsored in any way by Beautiful Feet. And I do have a link down below so that if you're interested in purchasing it, it's really an awesome curriculum. We have really loved it. And like I said before, lots of great books came with this curriculum. This is just 2 of them because I chose to get the literature with it. This is the teacher's manual. And we decided, because you can do this curriculum all in 1 year, or you can split it and do half of it 1 year and the other half the next year. So that's what we decided to do. So I don't even have all the literature yet. I need to order the rest of it. So we are going to be finishing up on lesson 59. And we are on lesson 44. So we're getting there really quickly. Yeah, so like today, I will show you. So lesson 44, it said read pages 20 through 39 of Squanto, Friend of the Pilgrims. There's 3 questions, and it says then begin reading the Pilgrims of Plymouth by Marshall Sewall. Read pages 4 through 12. So you can see like there's like 3 questions here. And actually the one that I asked her, you know, during the video was what did Squanto first think, you know, horses were when he first saw them. So yeah, there you have it. Oh, and the other thing, keep a notebook. And I'll give you an idea. So there is a section on the Beautiful Feet curriculum website that you can go in and do downloads. So I do the downloads of different things. So some of it's like coloring. So there might be like stuff to color, or like in this case, learning a poem. And so I just write it out for her and then she traces it. At least I did, but I think we're going to start going the other way because she's reading really well now and she's writing well. I probably don't need to keep doing that. Like here's a lesson from the 1st of April. The Pilgrims Treaty with the Indians lasted nearly 50 years. So we talked about the treaty in that particular lesson between the Indians and the Pilgrims. And then on lesson 42, it was a Bible verse, James 1:17. Yeah. So there you have it. That is Beautiful Feet history in a nutshell. And we really love it. I highly recommend it. And I will talk to you on the next video. Because like I said before, I have no idea which day this is going to be. Take care and God bless. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.